And I mean fiercely egotistical in, oh, how I suffer and no one suffers like me. It was like all of that.
Yeah.
And bringing more suffering into my life in order to prove and to build on that martyrdom.
Jada Pinkett-Smith's famous and controversial show, The Red Table Talk, has finally come to an end. While some people can't digest the fact that they finally have to say goodbye to the show, others are rejoicing that there won't be any more cringe-worthy moments from this family. I mean, the latter part of the viewership isn't wrong either. We have time and time again received inside information on some of the dirtiest and darkest secrets of the Smith family through Red Table Talk. Today, we're going through the chaos the show caused and what we know about it being canceled. But before we get into it, make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to never miss out on any new videos. It's free and helps us tremendously bring out new content for your enjoyment. Grab a tissue, folks, or a drink if you're celebrating, because we're saying goodbye to Red Table Talk. Jada Pinkett-Smith's iconic talk show has officially been canceled as Meta makes some changes to its Facebook Watch Originals lineup. According to Deadline, Meta laid off head of development and programming Mina Lefebvre, which means that no Facebook Watch Originals will be continuing. And unfortunately, that includes the beloved Red Table Talk, which featured Jada, her daughter Willow Smith, and her mother Adrienne Banfield Norris, dishing all those juicy deets. Now, before you start crying in your coffee, there is a silver lining. The show has already completed its series order, which means that we'll still get to see the final episode of Season 5. And it's going to be a special one featuring a reunion episode with the cast of A Different World. It's going to be pretty epic. But now, we're hearing that Westbrook Studios, the production company behind Red Table Talk, is on the hunt for a new home for the show. So while we might be saying goodbye to Facebook Watch, we may see Jada somewhere else with her family spilling the tea. And the show has a history of some hot tea. From candid discussions about mental health to jaw-dropping celebrity interviews, this show had it all. I mean, did you know that Will and the rest of the family found out about Jada's affair through the show? Buckle up, because I'm going to take you on a wild ride down memory lane. In a surprise episode, Jada and her husband Will Smith sat down to address some wild rumors about their relationship. R&B singer August Alsina had claimed in an interview that he and Pickett-Smith were romantically involved, and that Will gave him their blessing. Well, Pickett-Smith wasn't having any of that and took matters into her own hands. She tweeted out, "There's some healing that needs to happen, so I'm bringing myself to the red table." And boy, did she deliver. On the show, the couple revealed that Pickett-Smith and Alsina did have a romantic relationship about 4.5 years ago, but only when Pickett-Smith and Will were separated. But they both denied that Will ever gave Alsina permission to enter the relationship. Like, it's no wonder that this episode had everyone buzzing for days. Jada said,
I just wanted to feel good. It had been so long since I felt good. And it was really a joy to just help heal somebody.
After the breakup, Jada and Will ended up back together, proving that love can really conquer all. Pickett-Smith admitted that they had tried to distance themselves from each other, but eventually they just had to admit that they couldn't stay apart. As for Alsina, well, it seems like he was left to the dust. Jada revealed that she and Alsina haven't spoken since they ended things. But I mean, what else do you do with a rebound? And that isn't the only drama that we got from the show. Tiffany Haddish spilled some tea on Red Table Talk. Apparently, the actress had a date scheduled with none other than Drake himself. Despite being crazy busy with a bunch of movies and TV shows, Haddish still had time to clear her schedule for the rapper. And honestly, who wouldn't be? After meeting on the set of Nice for What music video earlier this year, Drake asked Haddish out to dinner. She even got all dressed up for the occasion, saying that she got her mustache and armpits waxed. But alas, it wasn't meant to be. As the two were texting, Drake revealed that he had a family emergency all the way up in Canada. And of course, Haddish had the perfect reaction.
I could have made $100,000 today.
Right.
But I was trying to see what that D do. But all right.
Like, damn girl, respect. Then the show gave us another secret. Willow Smith caught her parents in the middle of some steamy action. In a recent episode of Red Table Talk, Willow opened up about the awkward and mortifying experience of walking in on her parents while they were getting busy. Like, can you imagine walking in on your parents while they're doing the deed? Eye bleach. Willow shared that she was just innocently going downstairs to grab some juice, but what she saw next was something she could never unsee. Despite the initial shock and horror, Willow handled the situation like a pro, quickly realizing that,
I just overstepped the boundary, something I wasn't supposed to be there.
Right.
It was like if I walked in on you meditating. When mommy's meditating, don't get in her business. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, the whole thing was a little bit embarrassing for everyone involved, but Pickett-Smith took the opportunity to have a candid conversation with her daughter about boundaries and privacy. And let's be real, we're all just a little bit curious about what goes on behind closed doors with celebrity couples. Sounds like they're just like every other couple. So this one definitely gave us some juicy details to chew on. And there was also some peacemaking on the show too. After years of tension between Gabrielle Union and Jada Pinkett-Smith, the two finally made peace in a heartwarming conversation. It came as a shock to many since their issues were kept under wraps. And in fact, the two were friendly acquaintances at one point. But somewhere down the line, they lost touch and neither could remember why or how it happened. Pickett-Smith described it as,
Damn, Jada, that was some petty ass.
which just goes to show how meaningless their feud was in retrospect. During their conversation, Pickett-Smith brought up Union's 2013 speech at the Essence Black Woman in Hollywood event, where she publicly admitted to indulging in Hollywood gossip and contributing to the negativity. Union confessed to being a troll and acknowledged that tearing others down didn't bring any joy to her life. Union also talked about the importance of self-reflection and how it was necessary to own up to one's mistakes.
And it's to mourn that death of who you thought you were.
She said, "It's a hard, painful process to recognize that you're the root of the problems, but it's essential to grow and evolve." The conversation was actually a beautiful example of how two people can put their differences aside, apologize, and move on. It's never too late to make amends, and Union and Pickett-Smith proved that it's worth it. Maybe Will Smith and Chris Rock can learn something from these two. Plus, we also got some secrets about the Smith family. During a conversation with her mother and grandmother, Willow Smith made a shocking confession that left both of them surprised and concerned. The young star revealed that she had engaged in self-harm during her preteen years, shortly after the success of her hit song Whip My Hair in 2010. Feeling lost and struggling to find a sense of purpose, Willow described herself,
I was kind of like just in this gray area of like, who am I? Like, is there, like, do I have a purpose? And I was just like plunged into this like black hole.
Despite having stopped self-harming 5 years prior to the conversation, Willow had only confided in one friend, keeping her family completely unaware of her struggles.
I never talk about it because it was such a short, weird point in my life, but you have to pull yourself out of it. You know, I honestly felt like I was experiencing so much emotional pain, but my physical circumstances were reflecting that.
The conversation shed light on the inner turmoil that a lot of young people go through and demonstrated the importance of open communication and support from loved ones during difficult times. Now that the show has been canceled from Facebook, we may no longer be getting any more peeks behind that curtain into celebrity lives with Red Table Talk. The show has been a platform for celebrities to come clean about their personal lives, and it's given us all a look at the struggles and triumphs of some of the biggest names in entertainment. It's been a place for candid conversations, vulnerable moments, and unexpected revelations. Without Red Table Talk, we'll be missing out on all the tea that could have been spilled by our favorite stars. What do you think of the entire scenario? Comment down below and let us know. And if you like this video, click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to be the first to see my next video. I post updates like this every week, where I uncover the secrets of your favorite celebrities.